All right, week 15 of the National Football League season is upon us. Let's hop right into it. Can you believe it? 2 more weeks and we're done. It's postseason time. All right, Thursday night we have got a clunker of a game. It's going to be the Rams at Seattle. Seattle, believe it or not, is a 15-point favorite for this game. The over-under is 38.5. Now, Seattle is the most schizophrenic team in professional football. Sometimes they play like Super Bowl calibers, and sometimes they get it over the weekend. They play like they're special ed. I really don't know how you can kind of bet on a Seattle game anymore, but I think 15 is way too high. I mean, they should win this one without question, but I'm not sure they're going to win it by 2 touchdowns. The over-under is set at 38.5. I think we can go higher than that, and I'll give this to Seattle. I'll give them a 10-point spread. That's it. And even then, that might be a little bit too generous. Miami at the New York Jets. The Jets are a 2.5-point underdog. The over-under is set at 38. I can go ahead and put that above 38. And it is a December game. It's a Saturday game. You know what? I think the Jets are going to win this one. I think not having Ryan Tannehill is a big deal breaker. And the Jets, they beat San Francisco. They got a hot hand. Matt Barkley's playing for Chicago. Who's the guy playing for the Jets right now? Bryce Petty. I mean, he's playing pretty decent. So I think the Jets have a pretty good shot. And I think they'll win this one. I'll give it to them by 5. Green Bay at Chicago. This is a Sunday game. Looks like Green Bay's a 6.5-point favorite. Over is 40.5. I'll just go ahead and give them the 7 points for Green Bay. I think they should win this one pretty handily. 40.5. I'm going to say keep it slightly under. Jacksonville at Houston. Jacksonville is a 6-point dog. 39 over under. I want to say keep it under that. And I think Jacksonville wins by at least 10. So go ahead and bump up that spread. Cleveland at Buffalo. Well, this one seems pretty obvious. It's at Buffalo. Buffalo is a 10-point favorite. The over is under is 41.5. I'm tempted to go above that, but I'm going to say, let's err on the side of caution. Let's just keep the line as is. I'm going to say it's going to be over 41.5 points, but I'm going to keep Buffalo win this one just by 10, just to be safe. Play it safe. Philadelphia at Baltimore, and looks like the lines here are very sort of divergent. I'm seeing some that have Baltimore as 5.5. I'm seeing some that put Baltimore at 7. We've seen one that says this game is an even pick, which is really, really unusual. This is a really tough one to call. The over is at 40.5. I'm going to say go under that. And you know what? I'm going to call the upset. I'm going to go with Philadelphia to win it by 6. Strange things happen. The Ravens are known to collapse, and I just got a feeling. And the crazy line also kind of helps too. That really does seem to kind of let me know that this one could go either way. It's a lot closer than people imagine. Tennessee at Kansas City. You know what I'm going to do on this one. The over-under is set at 42. I'm going to say go slightly above it. Right now, every line I'm looking at has KC a 5-point winner. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn around and take the points and reverse them. I'm going to give Tennessee the upset win here, and they win by a full 6 points. Take it to the bank. Take it out of your kid's college fund. It's going to happen. I said it first. Titans were one of the biggest upsets of the year. Detroit at the Giants. The Giants are a 4.5-point favorite. The over is 41. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Giants and win this one by 5. It's pretty straightforward. I think it's going to be a good game. Over under at 41. I'm going to go slightly over. Indianapolis at Minnesota. Minnesota is a 4.5-point favorite. The over under is 45.5. You can definitely go over that for the line, and I'll give it to Minnesota by a full 7 points. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Pittsburgh is only a 3-point favorite, which is kind of surprising to me. Over under is 44. I want to say keep it under, and I'll give this to Pittsburgh by a full 7. New Orleans at Arizona. Arizona is a 2.5-point favorite. Over under is 50. I'm going to say keep the over under 50, and I'll give it to Arizona by 3 points. So kind of within that margin, but not really. San Francisco at Atlanta. Go ahead, guess the spread on this one. 51.5 over under. I'm going to say go above that. And Atlanta is a 13.5 point favorite. Still a little bit too high. I don't like going above 2 touchdowns in a pro football game, but I'll give Atlanta 10 points. They're going to win some by double digits easily. So just play it safe. That's what I'm doing. In New England at Denver. New England's a 3-point favorite. It is at Denver, 43.5 over under. Keep it under. I feel pretty confident that New England's going to win this one. I'll give it to them by a full 7 points. Oakland at San Diego. Oakland is a 3-point favorite. Over-under is 49.5. I want to say go over that because there's always a lot of points scored in this kind of game. And even with Melvin Gordon out, I think San Diego can hang in there. You know what? I'll just go with Oakland winning by 3. I'll stay with the line. Tampa Bay at Dallas. Very, very interesting matchup. Dallas is a 7-point favorite. Over is 46. Now, normally I would go with Dallas, but they had the loss to the Giants. People are saying, okay, maybe Tony Romo should start. You know what? Let's get some controversy. And in case you forgot, Dallas is now playing in December. And December has not been kind to this team's playoff chances or Super Bowl aspirations in the past. I want to do it. I'm going to say Tampa Bay wins it by 7 points. Take it out of your kids' college trust fund. It's going to happen. Yep, Tampa Bay winning. Huge upset. Two major ones so far. And lastly, our Monday night game on the 19th, we've got Carolina taking on Washington. Washington's a 4.5-point favorite. Over is 51. I want to say keep it under 51. And you know what? I'll go with Carolina win by 5. I got at least one more upset. And they're playing a little bit better down the stretch than they have all season. And Washington, they're just ready to collapse like they always do. So there we go. A lot of very, very interesting matchups coming down the line, and a lot of upsets I'm predicting. And, by the end of the week, we should know at least 4 or 5 teams will be in the playoffs now. So we're getting there, folks. Super Bowl's almost here. Playoffs are almost here. The end of the line is approaching. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next 3 weeks. It's going to be a hoot.